Hey, you guys, Nicole here from All Over the Globe, checking in here in Oman. I'm actually in a small little village called Birkenhead Moves, about 15 minutes or so just outside of Nizwa. And I feel like hopping on and just giving you guys a update on everything that's happening in the region. It's been a little while since I've checked in. And right now, all is well, alhamdulillah. I'm still safe and sound here working in Nizwa, going to my regular 9 to 5 every day. We actually had Ramadan timing a little over a month ago, so getting back into the groove of things since the holiday. But yeah, times have been just a tad bit challenging emotionally being in this region, seeing what's happening in our backyard. Luckily, things are still going on as normal here in Oman. We've only had about a few attacks here and there, but mostly focusing on like the port areas and the oil. But as far as everyday life is concerned, like I said, we're still going to work. I'm still showing up and doing what I have to do at my university, all of the teachers, and everything is still going on like normal here. And, I just wanted to kind of give an update on why I stayed and, and what the climate is right now. Like, are travelers able to come and visit still? I've even had people who are still interested in moving to Oman asking questions about life here. So I felt like now was just a good time to do a quick little video update about why I stayed and if it is safe to travel or even to still consider moving to Oman. So, like I said, we are still moving on like everyday life with our work and what have you. There have been no like emergency evacuations for well, I should take that back. I will say the embassy, U.S. Embassy has evacuated some of their employees, but we've had the choice as expats, as Americans and South Africans and people from all over who live here, we've had the choice to stay or to go. So obviously I've decided to stay because, like I said, this is my livelihood. As you all know, I have lived in Oman for over a decade. So, obviously, if I felt unsafe, if I felt it was time to go, I would have left. But at this point in time, I still feel as safe in Oman as I have before. Now, that's not to say that I don't have concerns as far as being a globetrotter and traveling. Right now I'm in the middle of planning my summer holiday. And, there is a slight concern about what's going to happen in the coming weeks, if the ceasefire will happen or not. And if the powers that be decide to continue with what they're doing in the region. So, I do have plans to travel this summer. Inshallah, that I will still be able to come home. I'm also doing a stopover in Europe. And right now, so far, so good. The airport here in Oman is still open. We've actually still had visitors, travelers. I'm in several different travel communities on social media, and we've still had people coming into Oman. Obviously, every day, I'm still seeing questions in those groups about safety and if people are worried about the airspace closing, if the airport is open. Like I said, the airport is still open and working like normal here. But, we're taking it day by day. I know last year when we had the 12-day war, the airport, the region, the airspace throughout the region closed for 24 hours. And that was literally maybe like a week or two before I was getting ready to travel for summer. So all of us were concerned about the airspace, how long it would stay closed, and it was for one day. That happened last year, in Oman in particular. So obviously there is still a tad bit of concern about if that may happen again, if the escalations go further. So inshallah, like I said, that's out of my control. Right now, like I said before in my previous video about like Oman kind of being like the Switzerland of the Middle East, you all know that they had made the first attempts with the peace talks in the region, and unfortunately it didn't work out then. But Pakistan actually has stepped in to also help with the talks. So let's see, today, it's actually Saturday, is the next time that they're supposed to meet in the region to try to have a swift resolution. So, like I said, right now, everything's up in the air. But as far as being an expat, I still feel safe here. All of my friends who are still here, we still feel safe. That's the reason why we stayed. And yes, the borders are still open in Oman. Tourists are still coming to visit, and life is moving on. Like I said, I actually just had someone who was here visiting recently who was interested in moving to Oman. So obviously, we don't know what the future holds, but alhamdulillah, things have been going relatively peacefully still, in particular in Oman. But like I said before on my previous video, I do still have worries for my friends throughout the region in other countries nearby in UAE, and I have friends in Kuwait, I have friends in Qatar, I have friends all over. So I know that the escalations have still been happening, and I'm blessed to be in Oman, but inshallah, I do pray that a resolution can happen sooner rather than later throughout the region. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I just wanted to hop on here and give a quick update to you all who have been asking. And, it's been a little while since I've checked in for my followers on YouTube in particular. So, this is for you. But yes, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm here. And yes, just keep everyone in this region in your thoughts and prayers. And thank you so much. Bye.